Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga and Jerry. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here that any other time we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. In the same way, when we have a man on board, the man is definitely looking for a woman. But because today we have a woman, she will tell us the kind of man she is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destiny. So you're not lost. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe, like this video, and don't forget that the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook stories at Jenga Njel. But today I want to tie the Matchmaker show with a testimony. Have you ever asked yourself what actually happens in marriage? You love somebody, they love you back, and once you get into marriage, all hell breaks loose. And that is the story of our guest today, because she has gone through it all. She has been to hell and back in the name of marriage. So our guest, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Jake.
I want you to say hi to our viewers.
Hi, viewers.
Tell us where you come from and who you are.
My name is Margaret Nyeke, and I am a mother of three, and I come from Kajiado County, because that is on Gatarungai. That is where my home is. God has blessed me with a home and children.
God has blessed you with a home and children.
Yes.
Where does your journey begin, Maggie?
My journey begins from when I got married in 1995.
1995.
So, yes, I could say an experience of more than 20 years in marriage. And a marriage which has been very dysfunctional, or has always been very dysfunctional. Of course, the issues revolving infidelity and lack of communication and a lot of things which have made the marriage really break down. And the man moving on severally, and we staying in the same position, and I feel it's my time.
So you feel it's your time now?
It is my time.
So the man has been on and off at your expense?
Yes, on and off at my expense. He's married like 3 times, me watching him.
Married 3 times, you there waiting?
Yes.
And
holding on with the children.
Hoping that maybe someday he'll come back to you?
Actually, that has happened a lot of times, but if I gave up on it 9 years ago. And 9 years ago, I separated myself from him, from any intimacy or even sharing the bedroom, and moved out to a different room. And so we've been incommunicado for the last 9 years, and nothing going on, just there taking care of the children and watching over their health and their education.
Wait a minute, so you and your husband don't talk?
We don't talk. For the last 9 years, it has been incommunicado. Because every time maybe we raise a discussion to talk about these issues that are revolving this marriage, it is met with a lot of violence and a lot of exchange of words. So I decided to keep quiet and just let him be.
And you don't also engage in intimacy?
No.
You don't?
No. For the last 9 years, no.
So can you call your marriage toxic?
It's very toxic. I got married to a narcissist, total narcissist, and very uncool. Yes.
So, and how old are you today?
I am 49. I just turned 49 on 15th of July. Yes.
So you're 49 now?
Yes, I'm 49.
How many kids?
3 children. 27, 22, and 13.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So you got them pretty early?
Yes, pretty early. I was a young mother. I didn't know what marriage was all about. You know, you just get a young man. And then you just decide to get married without even understanding what is this marriage. And problems rocked on and have rocked on. It has been the public domain. A lot of people know my story. The people who know me know what I'm talking about. I've been through to hell and back because of this toxic marriage.
The marriage has indeed been toxic. Where do you come from? Where is your home village?
I'm born in Muranga, in a place called Gaichanjiro, Gaitanga village. I am born in a family of 9 people. We have 7 sisters and 2 brothers. One is late, and I am the 8th born.
You're the 8th born?
Yes.
Almost?
No, 7th born.
7th born?
Yes, that last.
And where does your husband come from?
He comes from the same village, unfortunately, so you know, things go viral because he also comes from the same village.
Same village.
So people who are watching me and from that village, they know the history. They have seen what he does, what has happened.
Yes.
I am a person who is respected in my village because I have dealt in the school boards. I've sat in the school boards even to an extent of chairing. Chairing of school boards. So I'm a well-known person in that village. And the school have been giving back to the schools.
Wow.
Yes.
And Maggie, if I may ask, what puts you, okay, you're looking for a match now.
Sure.
And you believe that the matchmaker show will give you what you've been looking for.
Yes.
It is possible.
Yeah, thank you.
But again, are you staying with your husband to this minute?
Actually, that has been the quagmire because I tried to file divorce a long time, and then he went around saying he wants a reconciliation, which I thought I should give space. That was in 2005, and things have never changed. It still remains the same. Of course, the case was thrown out because of time.
Yes.
And so I've been putting myself together because everybody knows for you now to have a case, you have to have money.
Yes.
And a person who cannot be compromised, because I've been in the hands of lawyers who I give my cases and they get compromised, so I quit in the middle of it.
Okay.
I was customary married.
Okay.
I never married in church.
Okay.
So yeah, that is what I wanted to clear the air.
Okay.
Yes.
And any time from now, you're saying that once you get a match, you just leave him?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
How are the kids?
Not actually leaving because it's like we parted a long time,
Emotionally, you disconnected?
A long time.
Okay.
I'm actually like healed. I should be crying because my story is long. It cannot fit in this video.
Okay.
But because of the time heals, I took my solace in God and I am healed and moving on well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
If the children were to know that you're moving on, do they have a problem or?
I don't think they have a problem because I've expressed that and I said, your father has wasted my time.
Yes.
And they also see, because even currently, even the woman he is with, he has started the children and where he lives most of the time, they know. It is in the public, it's not a secret. Yet there was no consent. The way the law says that consent with your first wife or whatever wife, so that you can be able to marry. It's not done in either of that, but he has been in the public domain. My children are aware of his behavior and what he has been doing. I've also expressed that it is now my time to move on. And so I've had this discussion and I don't think any of them would have a problem with me moving on.
Have your children been part of the suffering?
Yeah, they really suffered a lot, and especially my first son who has grown with me in marriage, because when you're young and you give birth to children when you're very young, you actually, they grow up with the pain, and especially a son, sons are closer to their mothers, and daughters to their fathers, so they have seen all this kind of a thing, and of course my son at some point went through depression, which by God's grace he's been able to come out. He's a writing person with a lot of passion. Although he could not really continue with advancing his education much, but he's an IT person. He's done cybersecurity, and he's in a college lecturing there.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And now, Maggie.
Yes.
How toxic can you rate this marriage on a scale of 1 to 10? How was he a violent
10 over
man?
10.
Was he a violent man?
He beat me for the first 12 years.
Beating
he beat me seriously. Actually, even tearing my clothes in front of the children. He's been arrested by police, having with a panga, caught up with the neighbors calling. They come in for rescue, for police to come for rescue. He goes there and he gets off the hook. Because he bribes his way out, or not even lying. He's bribing his way out. Yeah, so it has been there. It has been very, very violent.
Can you say that sometimes people stay in toxic marriage for lack of a better choice, maybe, or what kept you so long? Like, how long have you been married?
I would say that is about 28. But now, I would say the functional years, I cannot even count 5 because this marriage got problems and became rocky since day one. So I will not even call it a marriage. It's a shell of a thing, because if we are not relating and it's just for the sake of the children, then I don't know what marriage is. So for the longest time possible now, since 95, you'd count, it is 28 years now. you cannot say I'm being impatient, because that is a lot of patience.
Yes.
But the thing which I contemplated is these children, I built a home together with this man for them, and they needed their shelter. So instead of moving them out of this shelter and taking them out, maybe to rent a small house or something, I said, let me put her in this house for the sake of my children.
Yes.
And I am glad that through this thick and thin, I've been able now to bring up my children to the level of being 27, 22, and now they're 13. And I feel now that my son now is also understanding the things, now it is easier for me to allow myself.
What did you tell a woman who is seated there in a toxic marriage, maybe just suffering? What did you tell?
Oh my goodness, the ones who are watching me and who knows me, they know I talk to them a lot, and I say, the earlier the better you salvage yourself and the children. Because the toxic marriage also intoxicates the children. They grow up with pain, they grow up in this violence, they can also turn to be violent. I thank God my children are not violent, but this is a scenario which can happen. Also in these toxic marriages, also the children can also have no desire of getting married, because if this is a marriage and this is an example, I don't want to be like that.
Okay.
You know, so I tell young mothers, if you spot that, number one, let me say outrightly, a cheating husband should never even receive a forgiveness from a husband, from a wife, because I found out over the years, the more you forgive infidelity, the more it happens, the more they devalue you, the more they degrade you, and the more they put you on a spot which is tight, because you're like, people out there, when they see you, they see you're a glossy person, they see your family doing well, but the woman is dying inside the house. And a lot of people, because of that toxicity around, most of the times it's done to us. Society says, mama anakuanga mbaya, you know, because they don't understand what really happens there. And especially for me, who took the initiative of Nova, I don't talk this matter to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So for him, he'll go around now telling even neighbors or anything, you know, explaining this kind of thing. So they think I'm the one who is not good. But if they know the real story, somebody should follow me to know the real story behind that curtain. So it is very bad to allow yourself to be in a toxic relationship, because the gaslighting, the mental health, the children also, they suffer a lot. Because I've seen that and I'm still dealing with it even to date concerning my children. Yes, so it is not good. It's little.
One of the characteristics of narcissists is that sometimes they portray a very nice public image.
Oh yes.
But from inside,
yes,
it is full of mess.
Sure.
Was he that kind of a man?
Yes, because is this kind of people, if I always tell people, if people are looking and say a good husband is about provision, I want and build a business with him. Singly, he was signing the accounts. So managing the whole amount of money. If you start any business, you would sabotage it. You understand?
Yes.
So these kind of people, they use the manipulative method. So out there, as you say, they're going to portray they are very good people. You know, they are responsible people. And I know even the ladies who are watching me or whoever watch this video and they see me, they come into my marriage and get married to this man because they think he's a very good man. Because when they see me dressed like this, when they see me out there, when they see my children, they think he's a man who has done this. I want to tell you, in big trouble, because it is not what you think. So they portray they are very good people out there, they are very understanding people out there, they are very supporting out there, but what they do behind the curtains is what really matters.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. And now you feel that you're fed up?
I'm totally fed up. I am tired of watching a man marrying 3 times, going out, getting married like I have no life. You understand? And you know, talking a lot of nonsense concerning me to people, you know, public. It's in the public domain, you know. If you meet a friend of mine, you know, he'd say a very bad story, you know, Rafiki Yako, it's a lot of things that he talks.
So he doesn't have restraint when it comes to speaking?
He has no restraint, because even one of the things when I was seeking divorce is for him to be restrained against such. And you know, that is also has no boundaries, because even those women, like the woman he has currently, that woman, actually, for me to leave them alone, she even took a knife. She almost took my life on one day.
One of your husband's concubines?
Yes.
Almost killed you?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is the woman I is currently living with. And
wait a minute.
And yes.
Let me understand something here, even on behalf of the viewers.
Yes.
So your husband is living with you on and off, but he's having another woman. So they never divorced with the women he married?
No. Okay. And some he has even paid dowry. So he did the first one, the mother refused, so they never continued much. The second one he married, he paid dowry. That was in 2009. The third one now he has, I don't know whether he's paid dowry or not, but that woman also appears even with the mother. With the mother, is in the family is in support of the same woman. He had a child with her. It is out there in the public. For the people who know me, they will comment and say they know the story is true.
Don't you think
Yes.
that it is a bit embarrassing to you when he comes from the same village? People know that, Maggie's husband is now marrying again. Does the story spread wind out?
It is
around
spreads,
the village?
and it spreads very, very badly. It goes viral because we come from the same, we share village. So you can imagine I've grown up there. He's grown up there. Their family is known. My family is known. And when these things go, it is not a secret.
Yes.
He does it very shamelessly. Does this shamelessly.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. So now, what kind of a man are you looking for?
The kind of man I'm looking for is somebody with a sense of maturity. When I say a sense of maturity, I say that is somebody you can have a conversation with without confrontations.
Yes.
This is somebody who is responsible. Responsible in the sense that I'm not expecting 100% give handouts.
Okay.
But at least somebody who can be able to support a wife.
Yes.
Or his family, because I am still in need of a husband. I still feel young.
Okay, you are.
And I know I have a purpose, and this has happened for a purpose, and I know I'm going very far.
Yes.
So the person should be a strong-willed person, somebody who can be able to stand, somebody who can be able to offer security, because what I learned in this marriage is that the same man who is supposed to protect you is the same person who is going around you and making people fight you, and he cannot stand for you because he's done that. Even in his family, he cannot stand for you.
I see.
So I need somebody who is very independent-minded, somebody who is open-minded, somebody who is strong-willed, and also knows he really needs a wife for love and compassion.
Okay.
Yes.
We can only wish you well.
Thank you.
From our desk, we believe that everything is possible.
Sure.
We have seen it happening.
Yeah.
We have seen men and women get matched.
Yes.
Their ages notwithstanding, their religions notwithstanding,
yes,
where they come from, and all those disparities, all those differences, they don't matter when it comes to the matchmaker show.
Yes.
So Maggie, we have you back.
Yes.
We are trusting God that you will get that kind of a man.
Thank you.
And should you need any kind of maybe help, maybe there are so many people who can maybe help to even understand the case better.
Sure.
So that
actually, I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer who is going to understand this matter and be able to guide me through.
You need a legal aid because again,
do
you think your husband, being a narcissist, will be very comfortable with you moving on with somebody else?
No, and that is one of the things I'm very insecure because he wants to revolve around my life, you know, the things that he's doing.
Yes.
So I don't think he's going to allow me, move on. And that's why I decided let it become public.
Maybe
public knowledge. Okay.
Yes.
Because that way also I have my security and protection.
This is evidence.
Yes.
That you know what, you want to move on and somebody else doesn't want you to.
Sure.
So we wish you well.
Thank you.
Your case requires a legal edge.
Sure.
According to the jurisdiction of the rule of law, everything that looks like it needs a legal framework should be given one. Sure. Because again, in law, we say that ignorance is not a defense.
Sure.
Sometimes you need a defense lawyer, you could need a legal entity, you would need what we call a divorce lawyer.
Yes.
If you want to part ways, because I believe that maybe your property is joint.
Yes, it is joint, and that has been the biggest mystery. That is why he keeps coming in and out of my life, walking in and out of my life, because of this joint property.
And probably that's why you're hanging on, because you don't want to leave what is yours. You maybe worked for it for many years.
Sure, I did.
So we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Suppose that man who is interested in you is watching you right here. What do you tell him?
I'll tell you, you're welcome.
Tell him.
This is Maggie, and I am ready to move on. And I know I make a good wife, because if I was not there for those many years that I've mentioned, it could be another story. But I'm a homemaker. I am a person who does not say marriage is a scam.
Yes.
Marriage really works, but with the right person. And I think my age was a problem when I was getting married, and I never investigated properly what kind of a man this was. So I need a serious person.
You need a serious person.
Who knows what they're doing. A visionary person.
Two are better than one.
Sure.
But
yes.
When their heads are not empty.
Of course.
Or either of them. So we wish you well.
Thank you.
We hope you can get a man who is good for your mental health.
Yes.
We hope that you can get that man who will wipe your tears.
Yes.
Which is your biggest regret so far?
Yes.
Your biggest regret so far?
My biggest regret is sticking in a toxic marriage and bringing up my children in that environment. And because it's a really waste of time, because you know when this also is happening, also your progress cannot be as steady as it's supposed to be. Okay. Yes, but I thank God for a sound mind.
Yes.
And yeah, I could say I've healed within an environment
which
has been toxic, but I can say I have stood my ground to really want to move on.
Congratulations for your bravery.
Thank you.
Suppose you had that bravery 10, 15 years ago.
I could be very far.
You would have left long time ago.
Long time ago. I wish I knew there is somebody who could tell me one-on-one, this is not good for you.
It's not
Instead
working.
Of keeping on sitting kangaroo courts, you know, that's because that happened a lot. You know, Munakosana, and they calling the parents or the relatives, and she is the one who used to call the relatives.
Yes.
You know, I never called a meeting for him.
Okay.
He's the one who called the many meetings, but I wish I never listened to any of that.
Okay.
You have just moved on long time.
Those summons, they were just drilling.
They just waste of time.
Okay. So maybe one more thing before you leave.
Sure.
What would you tell that woman who is stuck there? She believes and she knows practically very well that she is in a toxic marriage, not in a relationship, a toxic marriage. She can see all the red flags. She can tell deep down that this marriage is not headed anywhere. What message do you have for her?
The lovely ladies, please, I came here as a wake-up call because I know there are a lot of you who follow Jenga and Jeru's show, and we really appreciate the work he's doing, matching people and giving us an opportunity to have a good life out there. So I would advise you, it's pointless to be stuck in this relationship. Gather courage like I'm doing, get out of them, get your own man who can be able to respect you, and also so that you can have a good mental health and good environment for your children, so that we can lead by example. All right. Yeah, that marriage works.
All right.
Yes.
We wish you well, Maggie.
Thank you.
So guys, that was Maggie, 49, looking for a husband. What ages do you prefer?
All right. I prefer from age of 45.
45 and above.
Yes.
So if you're there, 45 and above, interested, I'll share her contacts on my stories. Yeah. And guys, feel free to get in touch. She's a good person, and you can tell even by the way she's
more so, if I would have a preference, if I'm asked for a preference, I would also like a white man.
Okay, you'd like a white man?
Yes.
Okay.
For a reason.
It is possible. Inawezekana.
Yeah.
This show is not discriminative in any way.
Yes.
We give everyone an opportunity.
Thank you.
So guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Don't forget, if you've been watching this video to this minute, don't forget to like this video. If you have a message for Maggie, kindly leave it in the comment section. And don't forget that every other time you see the show on board, you're about to get somebody matched quickly. Until next time, this is Jenga Njere. God bless you. Bye-bye.